Hello, you gorgeous bunch of people. Welcome back to another one of my videos, or welcome if you've never been here before. Hello, I'm Rebecca, and today is a nail art challenge with Miss T. She's on YouTube. She's made some cards that she just randomly draws, and whatever shape, length, design, things like that gets our brains ticking on ideas. So this challenge was XXL, square shape, red colour needed to be included, reflective gel, hand drawn, shiny finish, and space theme. So as you've seen, the whopping bloody nails. I haven't done a set on long tips for a very long time, but let's go. Right, so first of all, I've done the thumb, pointer and pinky full black, and then this is the ring finger, so I did halfway down, and this is a cat eye that I got from Temu, and it's one of those IJ ones in the little triangle battles. So then I've just oh my goodness me, I need to put my teeth back in. So I've put that at the bottom, fading up to the black. Then on the black nails, I don't know if anyone remembers, I got this little glitter polish in one of my Temu hauls, and I don't even actually remember ordering it, but it was really pretty. So we're using that, and it's perfect for this. And we've got 3 reflective gels, which are from Born Pretty. I've had these a while. I absolutely love them. These on full cover. Oh my god, the sparkles. But if you wanted any of these are Born Pretty. There's CR03, CR04 and CR05. It came in a set of 6. I did get them from Amazon. If I can find the link, if anybody wants it, let me know. I will try to find it for you. But they're lovely. They're packed. They're really thick, like packed with the reflective particles, so they're really nice. So while the black glitter polish and those 3 that I've just put on are still wet, I've just blended them with my ombre brush. And with them being similar textures and glitters, they do blend quite well. So this is the ring finger. So now on this layer, we will do the cat eye. I love this cat eye. It's kind of like, I don't know how to it's like a minky grey. I don't know. I just thought that the cat eye effect that it gave sort of goes with the black. So I've just done it so it gives like a diagonal sort of stripe. You can tell I've sped this video up far too quick. I can't keep up. So on the other ones where we've done the full black, we're just going to do the same as what we did on, was it the pointer finger? Where we'll do the black sparkly bits, and then we'll put the reflective gels in the middle and blend them. And I think it sort of gives that spacey, what are they called? Not solar systems. You know when you get them swirly things in space and got all the different coloured gases and things like that. That's what I was going for. Cannot for the life of me remember what it's called. Anyway, right. I think I've waffled far too much there. So, right. What was that one? Oh yeah, that was the ring finger. So that's the bit with the cat eye at the bottom, and I've just blended down over the black with the black sparkly gel polish. And then I've given them all a coat of base coat and cured them, because obviously we've put a lot of gel on and blended, and it's all lumpy bumpy, so to make it nice and smooth for whatever we're putting on top. Here we go. Right, this is the middle finger. At the bottom I decided to go with the black, and then we're just doing all the glitter and the reflective gel blended in. On the top, the nude, I didn't say that one, did I? That was a Born Pretty Jelly Nude JN57. It's kind of like a purpley pink, and it's got really pretty sort of rose goldy multicolour type flakes in it. So I thought that was quite good. It went with all the sparkle. There's a lot of sparkle on this. Excuse me. Okay, so there's what we're looking at so far. And I'm messing with my light. Oh, here we go. This is the fun bit. So on my palette, I've got a few colours. And because they've all had a coat of base coat, I'm just going to take off a little bit of the tacky layer, because base coat gives like an extra tacky layer, inhibition layer. And I find that sometimes when you're putting gel polish on, if you're trying to do art, it can sort of slip and slide. So I've just wiped it off a little bit. So we've got a dotting tool, and I've got some grey. It's like a reddy orange, and this one's going to be green. Just doing like big circles. I'm just using my dotting tool, just slowly pushing it out with it, nice and smoothly. Can you guess what they're going to be? That was a bubble in my gel polish. Okay, so trying to make sure that we've got a nice smooth curve, and then putting that in the lamp. And this is the thumb. And I didn't wipe the tacky layer off, so it was a bit, when I was trying to do this one, trying to get it nice and smooth was a bit harder. Yeah, so we're just doing a big grey circle, which keeps going into a splodge, because obviously it's running a bit quicker. And here we go again. I always start off with like the smallest of circles, and then by the time I finish faffing, I've pretty much covered the whole nail. And then I'll stick that one in for a flash cure, so it doesn't run anywhere. So this is the pointer finger. We're back on this now. That's cured. So where did we go first with this? Oh yeah. So just drawing like a green ring around the red planet. Now, I don't know what each planet looks like. I have no idea what this planet is. It's just a planet, and it's like spacey colours. I am in no means trying to make anything look super realistic with that planet. I've just had to say. Okay, so on this nail then, we've got the Born Pretty. They call it the watercolour gel, blooming gel. What's the other one that they call it? There is another one, I can't remember. And I'm just putting a really thin bit over the big grey circle on the thumb, and then some dots of darker grey and some dots of white, and we'll just give it a squiggle, because that's going to be the moon. I didn't necessarily want to bloom, but it just sort of help it sort of blend in easier. And I'll do the same on the little one. So we've got a mini moon and a big moon. But do you see what I mean with the red, the blue and the purple? I will think of what it's called, you know. That's going to really annoy me. Oh, it is going to really, really annoy me. But I hope you know what I'm on about. And I hope you've followed it so far, because I did speed it up and it's just going. And then I only did these this morning, and I've pretty much forgotten what I already did. But yeah, so what one are we on now? Okay, we're back to the pointer finger. And I'm just doing some little white lines around these, because I've got something that I'm going to put over the top of these. At the time, I didn't know whether this was going to work. It does work. But yeah, so I'm just adding some extra white lines in a couple of places. But you will see what I mean by that. Oh, goodness me. Oh, so anyway, at the beginning, obviously I said this is a nail art challenge from Miss T. I think it's an absolutely brilliant idea, and thank you so much to her for coming up with the idea and letting me have a go. love a good nail art challenge. I love that it's just so random, and yeah, so it makes you start thinking. I mean, I have never done space nails, never, and I really, really enjoyed doing this. So yeah, thank you so much, girly. Can't wait for next month. Oh, yes. Oh, I wonder what it's going to be. That's the only thing, isn't it? So, anyway, get back to the nails. On the bottom of the thumb, I have drawn, I don't know whether you could tell, it's like a random space rocket shape with some white. I've done it in white first because I wanted this to stand out. And this is the mirror chrome metal painting gel. Did I get that right? From Born Pretty. These are insane. They're so thin, but so little goes so far. So you have to be really careful with the amount that you're putting on your brush. And when you are doing it, make sure it's nice and thin, and you're curing fully, because you can go a little bit too thick and it doesn't quite cure properly and it'll go wrinkly. So I just went over the top half of what is the rocket with the silver, and then at the bottom went over with some of the red and the yellow, so it looks like the flames coming out the back. And then now you're just going to see loads of dots and stars, really. I love these. So you just do a dot of gel polish, gel paint, whatever it is that you're using, and then with no extra product on your brush, you're just putting it into that big dot and you're pulling out the product to make where you get star bursts, and then you've got stars. So the star burst is where you've got the big long 4 pointers and the 4 little ones, and then you've just got the stars with the 4 long pointers. I don't even know whether that made sense. But yeah, so I've done that, and then while that's curing, and then I'm doing a white outline around the rocket. You will see again, because like I say, I've got like a plan for something to go over this, and I'm hoping that it makes it stand out a little bit more. I don't know whether it made a difference having the white, actually. Probably did. But all will be revealed. I can't wait to see what everybody else has done for this. It's really interesting, isn't it, that you're just given like a list of random ideas and things that have to be included, and everybody's brain works differently, so it's going to be really interesting to see what everyone's actually been doing and all the different techniques. So yeah, I'm excited, and I hope, like I say, I hope you're enjoying this video. If you're new and you are enjoying it, then just don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me massively. Plus, as well, when you're subscribed, you will see the videos when they go up, rather than me just coming across as a random. Or you can hit the notification bell and you'll actually get a notification when one goes up. I do a nail art back to basics series every Wednesday. It comes on about 6 to 7 p.m. UK time, and I do that every Wednesday. If there is anything that anybody would like me to go over on there, you can just let me know. I've done 3 so far. I think I'm probably going to do about 3 more, and then obviously I think the basic stuff's going to be covered. So any newer ideas for what's next, give me a shout. Oh yeah, we're talking nails on here, aren't we? Okay, so we're going to do some stamping, and this one's going to be on the ring finger. So this is the half black sparkles and half cat eye. And we're just going to do some, there's like on this plate, it's just one that I got from Amazon, and this is me looking very confused as to why it's picked up stripes from somewhere. Could not figure out where from. It's not very deeply etched, this plate. So yeah, you got to pick up really quick, because they're not really shallow, where it's been cut in the designs, It dries very quick. Like I say, just a cheap, I got like a bundle, I think it was something like about 20 plates from Amazon for a £5. When I had seen it on offer, I thought, oh, I'll get them. They're absolutely shite. But I still got them because they do pick up sometimes. It does work sometimes. So we've just done some, I was just going to say some nails at the top, some, not squares, stars at the top of this nail. And then there was another little patch of stars. And I'm going to do them at the bottom. So you've got some going shwoof up and shwoof down. And then I'll add some dots and, you know, the other little stars that I did to it. And base coat over it as well. Because obviously we've stamped on it. So this is the middle finger now. And on our little galaxy part at the bottom of the nail, I'm just doing some dots. We're going to make some stars. And there's going to be a nice chunky charm that goes across that like middle bit. So that'll cover that up. What I wanted to do, I should have, but to be honest with you, when I first got the nails out, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I would have done an actual proper black French, which would have made the top join a lot better. But, you know, like I say, didn't have a clue what I was doing. I just sat down with every single sparkly bloody polish I had and thought, let's see what we can come up with. So that's the ring finger. So that's been base coated and cured. So now we're on to the pinky, the little pinky, and remembering to wipe off the tacky layer. Well done, Rebecca. So I'm going to do a big white circle on this one because the colours I put on top, I want to stand out. Because one of the colours is quite sheer, so I wanted to make sure that you got the full effect, full shebang, or whatever you call it. And I will cure it before I put the other colours on top of it. So then we've done another small red one at the bottom. And at the top there's going to be a small green one. Sorry if you hear loads of shouting. There's kids all playing football in the street. I've got the window open. Isn't it nice to be able to have windows open at the moment? Still a little bit chilly, but it's nice to have some fresh air. Okay, so they're cured. And then on the big white circle, I'm putting on some blue. And then I'm going to splodge in some green. Can you guess what it is? It is our beautiful planet Earth. And again, none of it is to scale. Do not judge me. Oh dear. And just went over the lines a little bit. So you could take this even further. You could do like aura blending around the outside of the planets to give that sort of shading and thingy effect. But I ran out of episodes of Married at First Sight Australia by the time I got to the end of these, so I needed something that I could have going on in the background. It helps me sort of focus and concentrate. So what we're doing now is we're just doing the little rings on the red and green planet. My hands were so shaky doing this video as well. My anxiety's through the roof at the moment. I've no idea why. Just woke up this morning feeling really and yeah, just shaking a little bit. So I think it turned out all right though. And now we're just doing some more dots and stars, just to fill in the space. Obviously, space is just full of space and full of stars, actually. So now we're using some white. Obviously, I've cured it before this. And I'm just going to use some white to go next to those coloured rings that we have done on the planets, because you will see soon what I've been waffling on about, because I'm going to put something on top of it and you'll eventually see now what it actually is. And that was the ring finger. And here we go. Here is the giant charm. So loads and loads, and my favourite rhinestone glue from McCart. My days. And it was that big and heavy. Obviously it doesn't go round the nail, so I had to sort of hold it one side and get me flashlight on the side to hold it in place, and then I put it in for a full cure. There we go, what we're looking like so far, aren't they amazing? Here we go. Glow in the dark top coat. I got this from Temu. Now I got this, this was my experiment, what I wanted to try. So where I've done the white outlines, I'm going to go over the top of that, like the rings around the planets. I'm going to do some little dots, the dots in the middle of the stars. And so I wanted to have some little glow in the dark accents. Now I didn't know whether you had to do like a full thingy of this, because it is a top coat. But I wanted to give this a try. And it did actually sort of work. So I've gone round the outside of the rocket, the rings, and some dots in the stars. But there they are. And I'm really pleased with them. They are super cute. I didn't have a clue how to put I'm trying to do, look, I can't tell. I don't know how to put the flash on while I was videoing, but that's no flash. And then, ping, that's with flash. Look at the reflection on there. Absolutely gorgeous. This was me with my head underneath the towel, believe it or not. And then I'm going to show you, they do glow in the dark a little bit, so I made up. But thank you so much for watching anyway, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.